I'm 92. I have what younger people do not, the specific advantage of knowing how things turned out. I want to give you 9 things I can see clearly from here while you are still in a position to do something about them. Not regrets, instructions. The window is open. I want you to know how long it stays that way, and I'm not describing things available only to exceptional people or requiring exceptional resources. These 9 things are available to almost anyone, but each one narrows with time. I've watched the narrowing happen. I'm describing it now while your window is still wide. 1. Build a morning practice and protect it. Not a productivity routine, a practice. Something done before the day makes its demands for no reason other than that it is yours. Quiet, movement, writing, sitting still. Whatever the form, the function is the same. A portion of the day that belongs entirely to you before it belongs to everything else. I did not have this until my late 70s. I spent 30 years before it in mornings that belonged immediately to what was next. The mornings I've had since are different in kind from those. Start it now, before the day has established its claim on every available hour. The practice is easiest to build before the day is already in the habit of arriving fully formed. 2. Have the conversation you have been avoiding. I know the one, so do you. There is a conversation with a specific person about a specific thing that has not happened. Not because the words are unavailable, because something about it feels risky, uncomfortable, or not quite the right time. From 92, I can tell you, the right time is now. Conversations deferred across years become conversations conducted under time pressure, or conversations that do not happen at all. Both outcomes are worse than the discomfort of the conversation available today. The conversation will not get easier. The person will not become more available. The distance, if not crossed, will widen with every year that passes without the crossing. 3. Know what you actually believe, not what I was raised to believe. Not what the people around me believed or what the institutions I belonged to asserted. What I believe, arrived at through my own examination of my own experience. I did not do this work properly until my late 60s. The beliefs I held before were largely borrowed, inherited from context rather than chosen from reflection. The ones I arrived at through my own examination were mine. The difference in how they functioned in my daily life was significant. A person who has examined their own beliefs lives differently inside them. Start the examination now. It requires honesty more than time, but time makes the honesty easier to find. 4. Invest in one friendship the way you invest in anything else you value. Pick one. One person with whom the friendship is genuinely mutual and has depth still available. Invest in it the way you invest in anything that matters. Time, attention, consistency, the willingness to show up when it is inconvenient. Most people have several friendships and fully invest in none of them. Each receives adequate maintenance. Adequate maintenance produces adequate friendship. At 80, adequate friendship does not sustain the weight of what is being carried. One genuinely deep friendship, built through years of real investment, sustains a late life in a way a wider circle of well-maintained acquaintance does not. Pick one. Start building. 5. Get your health in order while the window is still wide. Not perfection. The specific decisions that will determine at 80 what the body can do. The exercise not started yet, the weight not addressed, the sleep not yet taken seriously. I'm not describing these things with judgment. I'm describing them with arithmetic. The changes made in the 50s and early 60s compound differently than the ones made in the 70s. The body at 50 still has significant capacity for genuine improvement. The same decisions made at 75 produce smaller returns on a shorter timeline. The window is wide now. It narrows across the decades and does not reopen. 6. Learn something that takes more than a year to learn. A skill or discipline with a genuine arc of development. Something that will still be deepening at year 3. Something that at the end of year 1 is just beginning to become usable. I recommend this because of what the long arc learning produces in the person doing it. Not just the skill, the specific patience, the tolerance for being in the middle of something not yet complete. the comfort with not yet knowing that is only built by returning to something again and again before it resolves into comprehension. This quality is difficult to build any other way, but the longer the arc, the more compounding is available. Start something you will not finish quickly. 7. Give more than is comfortable, not primarily financial. Time, attention, genuine engagement. Giving more of these than feels entirely comfortable. I found later in life that giving past the comfortable amount produced something in me that giving the comfortable amount did not. What it produced was not virtue or self-congratulation. It was the specific aliveness of someone being used for something beyond themselves, a sense of genuine necessity that the organized, sufficient life does not always provide. This is available at any level of resource. It does not require wealth or dramatic sacrifice. It requires going slightly past the point where giving stops feeling easy. Earlier is better because the compounding of that aliveness across decades accumulates into something significant. 8. Decide what your life is actually for, not in a philosophical crisis. As a practical question, what is the life organized around? What is it in service of? Most people have accumulated purposes: family, stability, work, enjoyment, without ever examining them directly. I recommend the examination because the life organized around a chosen purpose is different in texture from the one organized around accumulated circumstance. Not necessarily superior in every way, but more genuinely mine. I know this because I did the examination, and the life before it and the life after it felt different. The examination requires honesty and perhaps a long walk alone. It is available now. At 80, with the years shorter, the examination feels more urgent and considerably harder to sit with. 9. Stop waiting to feel ready for the thing you're already thinking about. Not every undertaking requires readiness. Most require a beginning, which is different. Readiness is a feeling that arrives sometimes after the beginning. Before the beginning, it is mostly a story the person uses to remain in the position of not yet having begun. I have watched a great number of beginnings that did not happen because the person was waiting to feel ready. The feeling, in most cases, did not arrive. The beginning did not happen. This is also the answer to why the other 8 did not happen earlier. Not because the time was unavailable, because the beginning required to enter them was not made. I'm 92. I have the advantage of knowing how things turned out, and I wanted to give it to you now while you are still in a position to use it. 9 things. All of them available, none of them indefinitely. Begin the one that came to mind while you were listening, not later. Later has a way of being unavailable.